Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the brand new and absolutely beautiful Moncler Claro sunglasses. But first off, we gotta thank today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop these sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 51mm lenses and a 21mm bridge. And recently, Moncler has actually partnered up with Luxottica to make their sunglasses. I think they signed like a 4 or 5 year contract, and this is one of the first frames that they have released. And to me, it seems like Luxottica teamed up with Moncler to compete with really ultra high-end eyewear brands like JMM, and you can definitely see that they have a lot of JMM styling to this particular pair of frames. Now, keep in mind, your average kind of Wayfarer style from JMM, if it's not a limited production, is going to be around $800, where these are going to come in just around $500 with non-polarized lenses. With that being said, we do have a couple of these available on our website for under $400, so basically half off the price of a JMM. And even though they come in around half the price, the quality is still really, really good, and we're going to get into that a little bit later in the video. So first off, I gotta talk about styling. I absolutely love the styling of these frames. They look really, really classy and nice, absolutely gorgeous on face. I think they fit my face really good as well. The sizing here is perfect right out of the box for me. I really do like them. They're just slightly oversized, but that's definitely kind of the style that you're looking for when you're looking for a bold acetate frame to compete with JMM. If we take a closer look at the frames, we can see a little embedded M logo. Of course, that stands for Moncler. That's going to look very similar to the logo again on a JMM pair of sunglasses. So kind of definitely copying them. And if we take a look here at the outside temples of the frames, we can see this absolutely beautiful metal stem, and it does say Moncler on it as well, and it looks really nice. And then behind it is that beautiful tortoise material as well. So it's going to be kind of semi-transparent, again, very similar to brands like T. Henry or JMM. Now, as far as the exact colorway that I have on today's video, these have their brown tortoise frames, and then we can see they also have a gold stem that runs through them. And then the lens is going to be a green non-polarized lens, and it is a CR39 lens, but it is not an all glass lens, so they're not going to have quite as good scratch resistance or clarity, but they offer tremendous weight savings versus an all glass lens. And these frames with the lenses come in at 48 grams, so they're a very, very heavy pair of sunglasses to begin with. So you definitely would not want an all glass lens. That would put them well over the 50-gram mark, and that would be very uncomfortable if you wore them for more than 30 minutes, in my opinion. And if we take a look at the top left corner of the lens, we can see a little Moncler etching there for authentication purposes. It's very, very subtle and not loud at all, which I do definitely like. Now, if we move down the temples, we can see they actually go from a glossy material, and then they kind of step down the frame to be a matte frame here on the bottom part of the ear rest. And that just adds extra dimension and extra character to the frames, and I really do like that. It definitely adds to the style. And then here, if we take a look up top, we can see they definitely are very chunky. They have really chunky tops here, which again just add to the boldness of the frames, but they do step down here towards the bottom, which is nice, and it's gonna help reduce a little bit of weight and not make them look too chunky. And it adds a lot of depth to the frames as well, which I really do like. Now, if we take a look here at the inner right temple of frames, we can see a very nice and premium 5-barrel all-metal hinge, and these hinges feel absolutely fantastic when opening up and when closing them. And we can also see, again, another Moncler silhouette there for authentication purposes. Then we can see it says Moncler, made in Italy, and then right after that is going to be your unique serial number for your particular pair of frames. Now, if we take a look here at the inner left temple frame, we can see the exact model number and color code information there as well, just like on every pair of Luxottica sunglasses. Now, something else to note here is the Moncler M that's impressed into the acetate is not connected to the all metal hinge. So it's not going to add to rigidity of the frames, it's just there for looks. And because of that, both of them are going to be a little bit weaker because of that. So the M potentially could fall off over time, and then the hinge could fall off if you sit on them or break them or abuse them. And just over time, it can be damaged easier if it's not supported by the little metal accent that would be traditionally on a pair of eyewear sunglasses that's really, really high end. So here, they definitely cut corners corners by not actually connecting them, and because of that, you're not going to have quite as good rigidity. But right now, they're absolutely solid. I don't feel like they're going to break at all. They're just very, very strong, but I'm just saying it could potentially be a weak point later on. I personally really love a good acetate frame with a clear acetate window to the metal stem that runs through the temples. It just looks really nice and classy, and it's going to catch the light in really unique ways. There isn't too much, etching or too much detail here on the metal stem like on, again, some of those other really high-end brands. That's definitely a little bit disappointing. But again, keep in mind these frames are significantly cheaper than those other higher brand sunglasses. So overall, I really do like the look of these frames, and I do like the quality as well. They are a very high quality pair of sunglasses. I really, really do like the looks, and they are a real competitor, in my opinion, to some of those higher end brands. They definitely are not nearly as good as those, but they're still very good and at a much more affordable price point. If you have the funds, I would definitely recommend go getting a real pair of JMM sunglasses. But if you're looking for something with that same kind of styling, but something that's much more affordable, this pair of sunglasses definitely might be for you. And honestly, I don't really like the way a lot of JMM sunglasses look on my face, where these, I think they really, really do look killer. Now, something else that I forgot to mention is they actually ship in a kind of like puffer vest, a little pouch here. So it's one of those ones that have tension, so you just kind of squeeze it like that, and then you slide the frames in. That's going to offer, somewhat good protection, definitely scratch protection, but not too much impact protection. So that's kind of a cool little unique feature as well. And for those of you who don't know, Moncler is known for making about $1,000 plus kind of puffer jackets. Definitely not my style, but this case is kind of cool, and I do like it's kind of made out of the same material. I'm sure it's not made out of the exact material, but it feels very soft and feels nice and kind of plush. So that's kind of cool there as well. So overall, I do like this pair of sunglasses. Again, I think the looks are absolutely killer. I love this colorway. It looks really good. And something else that I do like about this that I forgot to mention earlier is again, the price point is much more affordable. So if you can get these for under $400, you're not gonna feel too bad about abusing them or scratching them, or actually just wearing them, where for me, even though I have hundreds and hundreds of pairs of sunglasses, whenever I put a pair of JMM sunglasses on, I try to really baby them and protect them. And because of that, I don't really enjoy them as much as I would just a normal pair of sunglasses. But if you can pick up a pair of these sunglasses for under $400, I definitely wouldn't feel bad about bringing these to a beach, just wearing them all the time, and potentially, ruining the value of them because they're not quite as expensive either way. But once you get to that $800 price range, man, I'm gonna baby that pair of sunglasses, even though I have a huge collection. It's just the way I am. But here, this is actually not too bad. It makes sense. Even at the $500 price mark, it's not too scary to wear this pair of sunglasses out like it is that $800 one. Maybe it's just a mental block for me, where I can't kind of get over that price point. It's just a little bit too expensive for me and my own particular budget, and what I personally feel comfortable with, just destroying if they get destroyed. If I destroy an $800 pair of sunglasses, that's gonna be a really bad day. But something around 400, 500 is gonna be bad. But I hope I'm explaining this pretty well. I'm kind of all over the place, but I hope you guys can understand what I'm trying to say with the mental block between $500 and $800. So yeah, overall, really great pair of sunglasses. I'm definitely glad to see some other brands compete with brands like JMM. And just bring more affordable, beautiful sunglasses to the market. But that's all I got in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and then to be notified every single time I upload a brand new video, just like this one, to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.